we're grateful that it's finally settled, and there is more certainty, because there were a number of individuals that were somewhat left hanging because they'd purchased property intending to build, and then they were told, you may not have water. And financial institutions were also concerned about loaning money for projects that may or may not actually have the water available. So having that certainty means a lot to the building community, just to individual landowners. There's still some questions, I think, statewide as to how much water can be withdrawn, but I'm sure they'll continue to work on that.
Okay, now, as a result of this decision or agreement that they've now established these WIRAs, is that right?
Well,
how does that work for Chelan County?
Well, there in Chelan County we have the WIRA 45 is the Wenatchee. And then there's a WIRA for the Aniat and for the Lake Chelan, and then the Wenatchee and Squilchuck areas. And in fact, we share, in the Squilchuck, we share a WIRA. It's split between Chelan and Kittitas County. So those are water resource inventory areas, and those are the areas that have to determine how much water is available. I do want to mention, though, that Senator Hawkins was very helpful in making sure that the 12th district was cared for. I mean, when I say cared for, I mean the concerns were addressed. I mean, he really did work, diligently to make sure that our concerns were cared for. And Mike Caputa was very much involved with the senator's staff in making sure that the concerns and the efforts that had been done in each of these watersheds that I've mentioned, were certainly upheld, the findings.
Okay,
one of the advantages we did have is that Mike Caputa and his department had done so much work ahead of time that actually in the Hirst decision it was Chelan County was referenced as the way it should be done, and that's one of the reasons why when this final Hirst agreement has come out, is that because of the work that had been done, we came out fairly well. And now we can go back to the issues that involve each individual watershed and not be hampered by the Hirst. The water situation isn't solved, but it sure makes it back to just something we are working out rather than being dictated to us.